So in the previous class, we discussed about the importance of or requirement of that particular cutting fluids, coolants and lubricants. So during the class, we learn what is the importance of this particular cutting fluids or coolants or lubricants. Before that one, first we discuss what happen whenever a cutting tool make contact with the job or workpiece. So during that particular one, we discuss whenever cutting tool and job takes contact, or whenever cutting tool penetrates into the job, it causes or produces friction between the two mating parts. So because of the particular friction, what happens? Temperature rises or temperature increases at the contact surface or at the contact zone. So that is the physical phenomena takes place. So because of that particular physical phenomena, what are the drawbacks? We completed or we discussed that also. First thing is tool life decreases. It is the disadvantage regarding the cutting tool. And next thing is job surface finish decreases. Not only surface finish or not only a machining surface, the dimensions are also not in control. So that what happen? That particular tolerances are difficult to maintain. In addition to this one, vibrations are produced because if the cutting tool cutting edge blunted, so because of the vibrations, the machine components lifespan also decreases, or proper repairs and maintenance takes place for that particular machine elements. So that what happen? These are the drawbacks or disadvantages on various aspects. So in order to control or in order to avoid all these particular drawbacks, the thing is at the contact surface, the temperature is supposed to be reduced, or the increase in temperature is restricted up to a safe value or suitable value. So that what happen? All the drawbacks what we discuss all are reduced. It is not possible to eliminate completely. So what we discuss, if that particular chip contact or if that particular chip weld take place to that cutting tool life decreases. Suppose let us assume by using proper method, we are avoiding all the chip joining or chip contact between the job and cutting tool, so that the tool life increases permanently. No, but its lifetime reaches to maximum value. In the similar way, by using this particular liquid layers, whether it is possible to produce 100% geometrical tolerance means, of course, but it is also to certain extent. So by using this particular one, we may obtain the proper or the maximum values. So in this way, simply by reducing the temperature increase and by removing the chip removal from that particular machining surface, we are avoiding all these particular drawbacks. How to control or how to reduce the rise in temperature, or how to eliminate or how to remove that particular chip formation continuously? For that particular purpose, we required cutting fluids, coolants and lubricants. So because of applying these three, what happened? So earlierly, what we are considered drawbacks or disadvantages, that drawbacks or disadvantages are eliminated. First one is efficiency of machining surface increases. Second one is tool life increases. Third one, surface finishes are obtained in the proper way. So these are the advantages, or these are the best results that are achieved by using this particular methods. So in the last class, we completed or we discussed up to that particular one. So now in this present class, we are discussing about the first one, that is the So in the last class, we discussed about the introduction. After introduction, so we completed up to this one. So by using all these particular cutting fluids, coolants, lubricants, these are the benefits or these are the results that are obtained. Increasing machining efficiency, tool life, provide free movement between the mating parts. So now in the present class, we discuss about cutting fluids. What is a cutting fluid? Listen carefully. Cutting fluid is a liquid. Coolant is also a liquid. Lubricant is also a liquid. Then what is the difference? Simply all liquids are called as coating fluids? No. Or simply all the liquids are called as lubricants? No. So how a particular liquid is defined as the cutting fluid? Observe. SAE40 oil. It is a liquid. In the similar way, observe a coolant oil. So what is the difference between two? Why this particular coolant is called as a cutting fluid and coolant? Why that particular SAF is called as the lubricant? Because are based on the action only, based on how they works. Only the liquid may be either defined as cutting fluid or it may be defined as the lubricant. Now come to this particular one, cutting fluid. What is a cutting fluid? How the cutting fluid is defined? Any substance that is applied to the cutting zone during metal machining operation is called as the cutting fluid. That is the very simple definition. A liquid or a oil or a mix of oil and water, whatever may be the thing. So that particular liquid or that particular fluid which is applied in the cutting zone. That is the difference between the cutting fluid and a lubricant. Lubricant means applied between two mating parts, but here it is cutting fluid means it is a fluid. It is a fluid applied at the cutting zone. During what time? Suppose if we are consider whenever a job is fixed in that particular work holding tool, it requires some tool setting time. Whether the liquid is supposed to apply on the job during that particular tool setting time? No, it is not required. When it required? Whenever the cutting tool is direct in contact with the job. So during that time only, whenever a cutting tool is penetrating or is in processing the machining operation, during that time only, the liquid layer is supposed to be applied at the cutting zone. So because of that particular one, what happened? Whenever the liquid or whenever the particular fluid applied between that particular job and cutting tool, that means that is known or called as the cutting zone. So whenever the particular fluid applied around that particular cutting zone during the metal machining operation, that means whenever the particular, what is the meaning of the metal machining operation? Means whenever the cutting tool removes the job, whenever the cutting tool removes excess material, during the time the liquid or the fluid applied within that particular cutting zone is called as the cutting fluid. All of you understand or not? Simply, now I try to conclude what is the meaning or what is the concept or what is the definition of a cutting fluid. A fluid which applied at the cutting zone, which is applied in the cutting zone area during the machining operation. Simple, during the machining operation is called as cutting fluid, or simply we may express in a different way. Cutting fluid is a flow fluid, is the flow of a fluid, or cutting fluid is a fluid which is applied in the cutting zone during the machining process or during the machining operation is called as the cutting fluid. In any way we can express. Only thing we are supposed to understand, so liquid Here we are supposed to try to remember some keywords. What are the keywords? Either liquid or fluid applied at cutting zone when during the machining process or during the machining time is called as the cutting fluid. In this way, we are supposed to try to understand the concept with some keywords. There is no need to by heart. There is no need to remember all this in the similar way. Each and every a fluid applied on the cutting. Now it is not required like that one. By using the keywords, we are supposed to try to understand the concept of that particular terms. So this is the conclusion regarding the cutting fluid definition. Next one, this particular term cutting fluid represents or indicates to those coolants and lubricants also, which are used or that are used in metal machining. So here we are supposed to understand not only fluids applied during the cutting zone. In sometimes what happened in the previous class itself, we discuss whenever a tailstock move over that particular one, we are using a liquid that is called as a lubricant. Here we are supposed to understand not only cutting fluid, in sometimes we also used coolants and lubricants for that particular machining process. In some special cases, we are using coolants and lubricants for that particular machining process. That particular also called as the cutting fluids. In the previous case, what we discussed, SAI 40 oil. Whenever SAI 40 oil is applied, whenever SAI 40 or SAI 90 oil is applied during the machine elements, then it is considered as a lubricant. By using some proper mixings, if that particular oil is mixed with another oil or by using with the solubles of water, and if it is used for that particular cutting zone or it is used for cutting process, then it is also called as the cutting fluid. So this is the important meaning or concept of this particular cutting fluid. So far we discuss about what is meaning or what is concept of cutting fluid. Now, what are the functions of cutting fluids? So in the previous class, what we discussed, what is the importance or why the cutting fluid is required? Simply we say, what is the first point of cutting fluid? Cutting fluid is required to reduce the increase in temperature. It is the first point. Second point, what is the second point? Cutting fluid removes the or it carry away the chips produced during the machining operation. It is the second point. Third point, so because of this particular removal or carry of the chips, what happen? Surface finish produced is also good. Not only these three, we are having more functions, or this particular cutting fluid is performed more number of functions. What are the functions? So an important one in the examination you may obtain. State any 5 functions of cutting fluids, or how the cutting fluid is used during the machining process. That means for that you are supposed to state any 5 points or 5 statements. So this particular the main function of the cutting fluid is to obtain best surface finish and dimensional accuracy. So how it is achieved? How this particular function is performed? By using the cutting fluid. So whenever the cutting fluid is applied during the cutting zone, so as the chip produced, whenever the tool penetrates into the job, chip produced or the excess metal removed in the form of the chips. Because of the cutting fluid, what happened? The chip produced continuously washed away from the cutting zone. Very simple process. Yeah. Whenever the cutting fluid supplied or whenever the cutting fluid flow within the cutting zone, what happened? The cutting during the cutting zone, what happened? The chip produced. How the chip produced? Whenever cutting tool penetrate into the job, the excess material is removed in the form of the chips. At the same time, what happened? That particular cutting fluid in the form of a fluid flow passing during that particular cutting zone. So that what happened? The chip produced continuously carried away along with that particular fluid flow. So that what happened? The contact between cutting tool to the job takes place directly without any obstruction. So that what happened? The surface finish produced is very good condition. Understand or not? How the cutting fluid produces best surface finish? How the cutting fluid is used to produce a good surface finish means whenever the cutting fluid applied during the cutting zone or within the particular cutting zone during the machining time. During the machining time, what is the meaning of machining time? Means whenever cutting tool penetrate into the job, so the excess material removed in the form of the chips, the chip produced is carried away or is removed along with that particular fluid flow. So that without any disturbance, the cutting tool directly contact or directly penetrate into the job continuously. So that surface finish produced is good. So second one, how it leads to dimensional accuracy. Because of the applying cutting fluid, what happened? The increase in temperature is reduced or the rise in temperature is restricted to a particular value. Suppose if there is no fluid flow, the temperature of that particular job reaches to around 150 degrees centigrade to 200 degrees centigrade. So after completion of that particular machining process or after completion of that particular machining operation, immediately by using measuring tools, if you are measuring that particular job, what happens? So say it represents around 30.2 mm. How it is 30.2 mm? Actually, it is not 30.2 mm. Because of the increase in temperature only, the dimension may at 30.2. But actually, that particular original dimension is around 30.15 mm only. Because of that particular increase in temperature, what happened? The dimension or the elongation of job takes place. That 0.05 mm represented or that particular 0.05 mm is because of that particular elongation because of the rising temperature. So that immediately what operator thinks, yes, the required dimension is 30.1 mm. So in the next sequence of operation, he removes 0.1 mm. So once that particular 0.1 mm material is removed, so now it particular represents 30.1 mm. But just now what we discussed, 0.05 mm dimension is elongated because of the rising temperature. So during the machining process or exactly at the end of the machining operation, as the temperature is a high temperature, it is having some elongation. So that what happens, it shows 30.1 mm. Intermediate stage, whenever the operator checked or whenever the operator measured, it represents 30.2. Because already around 35 mm or 36 mm it reached up to 30.2 mm. So because of the machining of during from 36 mm to 30.2 mm, it increases the temperature is rises to a abnormal value around 150 or 200. So that what happens, the elongation of job takes place. So that what happens, whenever operator check by using a vernier calipers or by using a proper measuring instrument, it represents 30.2. So but the operator requires its dimension is 30.1. So he try to reduce or he try to remove the excess material 0.1 mm. So all this process takes place when the job is at a high temperature or when the job is at abnormal temperature. But after that, what happens? Whenever the job reaches to normal temperature, always the component produced during the machining process is supposed to be operate or is supposed to be used at a normal room temperature only, not at the elevated temperatures. So whenever the particular job reaches to that particular normal temperature, the 30.1 mm may reach to original dimension 30.5 mm something. So that what happened, the component which is produced with so much difficulty or with by using so much patience by the particular operator is lost, or at the end it is converted as a scrap, or the particular component may not use to perform its specified function. because of that particular point not forming gap, it may cause from overlapping, not overlapping, it will be some leakage produced if it is used in the fluid flow, or if it is used between the two mating elements, it provides some gap. Because of that gap, vibrations are produces. So in that way, that particular component is supposed to be controlled, or the temperature during the machining process itself is controlled or restricted to a particular temperature only. So for that particular, in that way, the usaging or the applying of the cutting fluid is used, or the cutting fluid is performed to maintain dimensional accuracy. So surface finish is produced, or the surface finish obtained, because that particular chip is removed away along with the fluid flow. But how the dimensional accuracy is obtained? The dimensional accuracy is obtained by increasing or by controlling the rising temperature to abnormal temperatures. How it is possible here? One function is interdependent on other function. How this particular dimensional accuracy is possible? That means in order to prevent the rise in temperature. How it is possible? That means whenever the cutting fluid or whenever the liquid using for that particular process is having, or that particular one carry away the heat generated during the machining process. Let us say if you are using a fluid or if you are using a liquid, the liquid is continuously carry the chip produced during the machining process, but that particular liquid or that particular fluid should not carry the heat generated during the machining process. Try to understand carefully. So because of that particular cutting tool and job contact, friction produces, because of the friction produces temperature increases. This is the phenomena what we know thoroughly. So the fluid or the liquid applied between the tool and job simply carries the chip produced continuously, but that liquid or the fluid can't absorb the heat. Whenever that particular whenever the particular liquid can't absorb the heat, it should not carry away the heat. It should not carry away the heat. Whenever that particular liquid should not carry away the heat, there is no scope of reducing the rising temperature. That means the second function of the cutting fluid, the important function of the cutting fluid is to carry away the heat that is generated during the machining. I think there is no need once again how the heat is generated during the machining. In the previous class, I explained very clearly. I think near about 5 to 10 minutes time I utilized by explaining with the various examples. Okay, so the second function of the cutting fluid is to carry away the heat generated, during the machining process, or simply we can say to carry away the heat generated during between the cutting zone. So third point. So because of that particular cutting fluid, what happened just now? The second function, observe carefully. So the first function, dimension accuracy, how the dimension accuracy is possible? So whenever the particular cutting fluid carry the heat, then only it is possible to maintain the dimensional accuracy. Okay, so whenever the cutting fluid carry the heat produced during the machining time, during the machining of process, so that what happen, it cools the tool and the workpiece. This is the third function. That means one function causes to perform another function. Let us assume if this function is not performed, if the cutting fluid simply carry the chips, but it can't perform or it is failed to perform this function, then this function is not performed. At the same time, this particular function is also not performed. That means this particular function causes to maintain this particular function and also causes to produce this particular third function. Whenever that particular heat generated during the cutting process or during the machining process is carry away by that particular cutting fluid, so that its temperature restricted to a normal value. That means there is no scope for increasing the temperature beyond the abnormal values. Because of that particular one, what happen? Always it causes for cooling of both tool and workpiece. So this is the third function. That means the second function also leads to perform the third function. That means because of the carry away of heat generated between the tool and during that particular cutting zone causes to maintain or to keep the tool and job at normal or at rated temperature. That means called as the cooling effect produced to the tool and the workpiece. So not only these three, next one, to improve the machinability. So whenever this particular tool life increases, so third function is to cool the tool and workpiece, cool the temperature and workpiece. Because of that particular third function, what happens? Machinability or the tendency of machining increases. The capacity or the machining process or increases. How that particular machining increases means in the previous class itself I explained to you. Let us assume if that particular cutting tool moves over the job with high speed, so that what happen, the job is the particular operation is completed within the less time. How it is possible means because of increasing the machinability only. That means the fourth function of the cutting fluid is to improve the machinability. How it causes to improve the machinability means because of removal of chip produced continuously. How this particular increasing of machinability takes place because of the cutting fluid means the improving or the machinability is increased because the first point is as the chip removed continuously, or as the chip carried away by that particular one continuously, the cutting tool moves over the job in the smooth way. Whenever the cutting tool moves in the smooth way, that particular chip removed in the fast rate. Whenever the chip removed in the fast rate means the machinability is increases. Machinability is different, surface obtained or good surface is different. Try to understand what is the concept of machinability means the rate of metal removal is good, then it is called as the improving of the machinability. So in this way, as by using this particular cutting fluid, the chip produced between the cutting tool and the job is carry away continuously, so that that particular tool moves along that particular job or over the cutted surface of the component smooth way, so that the machinability increases. Because of the increasing of the machinability, the particular time required for a particular machining operation decreases. Next, to prevent addition of chips to the tool and workpiece. During the previous class, that means during the introduction class itself, I explained to you very carefully. What is that? What I explained to you? If that particular temperature increases to a particular level, what happens? The chip produced during the machining operation may tend to join with the cutting tool. Once that particular cutting tool joined with that particular, not cutting tool, once the chip joined with the cutting tool, it is called as the welding of chip with the cutting tool. Once it takes place, what happens? Furtherly, it produces rough surface. Not only producing a rough surface, it also leads to decrease in the tool life. So that what happen here in this particular, what happen as the cutting fluid is moved within the along the particular cutting tool and job, what happen, that particular cutting tool produced is continuously washed away or carried away along with the cutting fluid. So that what happens whenever that particular cutting fluid is carried away or washed away along with that one, and temperature is also restricted to a limited value. So that what happens, the prevention, that means the cutting fluid prevent addition means what is the meaning of addition? Joining. So it prevents the addition of chips to the tool and the workpiece. So this is the fifth function of the cutting fluid. That means the flow of the cutting fluid between the cutting zone causes to prevent addition of chips to the tool and workpiece. Next one. So the sixth function of the cutting fluid is to flush away chips from the cutting zone. Whenever that particular fluid, whenever the cutting fluid is passing within that particular cutting zone continuously, the chip produced is washed away or is carried away along with that one. That means simply the chip is flushed. The simply flush. What is the meaning of flush? Flow with high velocity. Flow with high velocity is called as the flush. So that whenever the cutting fluid is applied, so whenever cutting fluid applied means it flows or the particular liquid applied within the cutting unit with certain high velocity. So because of the high velocity of that particular liquid flow, the chip is also move away with the same velocity. So that's why here it is termed or called as the flush. What is the meaning of flush? Movement of fluid with high velocity. So to that particular sixth function of cutting fluid is to flush away chips from the cutting zone. So the next one, the next important function is to reduce the friction at chip tool and the work tool interface. Observe. So at the beginning, what happened? The tool is in direct contact with the job. But immediately whenever that particular tool penetrates into the job, what happened? Chip produce. So once chip produces, the chip may try to make a contact between the tool and the job. Understand or not? So at the beginning, there is no scope for chip formation or chip produce. But whenever as the particular cutting tool penetrates into the job and it moves in a particular direction, it causes to produce chips. So the chip produced during the particular operation or during the penetration may tend to keep between the cutting tool and the workpiece. Understand or not? So that whenever the particular chip is in between that particular job and cutting tool, it produces friction between the tool and chip and the workpiece. So whenever the cutting fluid is passing over that particular one, as the chip is washed away, the friction between the tool and job is reduced. Understand or not? The friction between the tool and job is reduced. So that is the seventh function of the cutting fluid. That is reduce the friction at the chip tool and work tool interface. So far we discussed 7 functions. So not only the 7, some more functions are also there. So in order to perform these particular functions, the cutting fluid required some properties. So with that particular specific properties only, the cutting fluid can perform these particular functions. Now, what are the properties? How one particular property causes to produce a particular or to provide a particular function. Now we are discussing that particular one. So in order to get optimum, what is the meaning of optimum? Means to maximum possible extent. To maximum possible, in order to get benefits to maximum possible extent, the cutting fluid should require the following properties. Understand or not? Optimum means, what is the meaning of optimum? Maximum possible extent. Maximum possible extent. So in order to obtain maximum possible extent of benefits, the cutting fluid required the following qualities or the following properties. So possess good lubricating properties. This is a very, very important term. Whenever the cutting fluid is possess good lubricating property, whenever this particular cutting fluid is having, whenever the cutting fluid is having good lubricating property, then only it can reduce the friction. Where? Between the job and the chip, and between the chip and the work, and between the job or between the work and cutting tool. So in this way, the property of lubrication, in this way, the good lubricating property is used to reduce friction between 3 zones. One is between tool and chip, second between chip and job, third one between tool and job. So that's why this particular property is very, very important to reduce the friction. So next, high heat absorption capacity. So if you try to remember the second function of the cutting fluid, carry heat generated, carry heat generated. How that particular one possible? Because if that particular cutting fluid is having a property, high heat absorption, then only it can absorb or it can carry more amount of heat generated. That means the heat generated, because of the heat generated between the job and cutting tool, so that whenever the cutting fluid passing through between this one, if it can absorb the heat between the job, within the during the cutting zone, or between the cutting zone, then only the heat carried is with the high rate possible. Suppose if that particular cutting fluid, should not have this particular property. If this particular cutting fluid should not have this particular property, that means the heat absorption capacity is very low. The heat absorption capacity, or the tendency of heat absorption, is very less. Let us assume. Then what happens? Because of this particular property, what is this particular property? Low heat absorption capacity or heat absorption tendency is very less, so that heat carried away by the cutting fluid is very less. Whenever heat carried away by the lubricated cutting fluid is very less, then what happens? The temperature of the cutting tool and workpiece increases. Understand or not? That means in order to perform the second function, this particular property is very important. What is that particular property? High heat absorption capacity. That means cutting fluid passing between the cutting tool and job is supposed to absorb heat in the maximum extent from both cutting tool and from the job. Whenever the cutting fluid or whenever the liquid passing through that particular between the job and cutting tool absorbs maximum amount of heat, so then only it can controls to increase in the temperature. That means it carries a maximum amount of heat energy, heat produced between the tool and job. One property depends upon another also. Okay, so this is the second property which is required to perform second function. No fire or accidental hazards. Of course, this particular property is directly not affected the functions. Okay, so far we discussed about 7 functions. If you try to understand, this particular property should not require for any function directly. Let us assume this particular function should not required for any function directly. But the thing is, no fire or accidental hazards. This particular property is very important. Even though this particular property should not help directly to perform the functions, but it is very important. If the cutting fluid is not having this particular property, that means no fire or accidental hazard, means the cutting fluid is very good. It reduces friction to maximum extent. It absorbs heat to larger extent. It possesses good lubricating property. It is having good properties. It is performing all the functions. But the thing is, if the particular cutting fluid is having a scope for fire or any hazards, then always that particular operator is supposed to work with some fear only, because you don't know at what time this particular lubricating, at what time the cutting fluid may leads to fire, or at what time this particular cutting fluid may leads to hazards. Okay, so that what happen, that particular fire or hazards or accidental hazard tendency may leads to tension around that particular location or around that particular machining area. So that's why the important property required for this cutting fluids is no fire or accidental hazards tendency. So the fourth important property, this is also similar to third one. Third property means should not provide fire or hazards. What is the third property? Should not provide or should not lead to fire or accident hazards. In the similar way, this particular fourth one is the particular fourth property should not cause to emit. What it means emit? Exhibits. Should not deliver, emit, discharges or delivers is comes under this particular one. The cutting fluid should not emit toxic odors. In sometimes what happen, if the liquid or if the fluid, of course it is good to prevent fire, so there is no scope for fire, there is no scope for accident. But what happens in sometimes at a certain conditions, if that particular cutting fluid or if that particular liquid is having, suddenly if it produces toxic odors. Toxic odor means smells which leads to unhealthy. So that means if it produces toxic odors, because of that particular odors, the particular operator may discomfort. And second thing, see what happens is sometimes it also produces harmful vapors also. So because of this particular toxic odors and harmful vapors, the operator is not able to work with full confidence. So that means the important property that required for the cutting fluids is it should not produce, or it should not produce toxic odors and harmful vapors, so that only the operator can work with a full confidence, so that it is efficiency increases. Observe, whenever a particular operator, what it may be the type of machinery, it is a chemical plant or machining, or it may be electrical power plant. If that particular operator or that particular employee, those who working at that particular location, always if he is having a fear, there is this type of action maybe takes place, or there are scopes for taking this particular accident, means the particular operator, that particular technician can't work with full confidence. Okay, so like best example that we are supposed to try to recall recently, that particular accident, fire, which type of accident? Fire accident takes place where? In the Srisailam power generation plant. In Srisailam lift power, what is that exact name? Srisailam power plant left bank something. So in that one, what happens? Unexpectedly, suddenly what happens? That some accidents takes place. Try to understand, during the total history of that particular power plant of 25 years, it is the first time that a fire accident takes place. During the 25 years of its working, very first time that fire accident takes place. That means so far, that means from the establishment of 1995 to till today 2020, that particular technicians or that particular engineers, that particular technicians work with full confidence, without any fear, so that only they can work 8 hours without any tension. Unfortunately, suddenly because of that short circuit incident, we should not know what is the exact reason, but it is unexpectedly fire accident only. That means that particular either engineer or operator, nobody expect this type of accident may leaks, this type of accident may takes place. In that way, what happen, if that particular operator, or let us assume if a engineer is those who is working in that particular plant from 1995, from the day one itself, if he is having a fear, if he is having a doubt, okay, at any time, either at any time there is scope for fire accident at this generator or that panel box, means from the day one itself, if that engineer work in that particular one, maximum he can work up to 6 months or 1 year. Within the 6 months or 1 year, if he work with that particular doubt, or if he work with that particular tension, either he may stop his work job, or is that means his psychological feeling may affect in the very negative way. So that means the third and fourth property. What is the third property? Should not lead to fire and accident hazards. That is the third point. And fourth point, should not produce toxic odors and harmful vapors. Because of the third and fourth property only, the operator can work without any fear or without any tension. Whenever a particular operator or technician work at a particular machine with fear or tension, no doubt at all, ultimately it leads to unexpected accident only. That's why always the operator is supposed to be work without any tension and fear. For that particular purpose, the third and fourth property are very, very important. So it should be non-poisonous. It should be non-poisonous. Supposing sometimes what happens, that particular liquid should not provide any odor, it should not provide any toxic odor, it should not produce any harmful vapor. But what happened? All of suddenly it may converted as a poisonous. Suppose if that particular liquid is having a poisonous tendency, the operator is having some contact either with his fingers or with hands, contact of that particular one. After that one, if he is using that particular fingers or hand for his personal works, then it may leads to poisoning of his body. So that means that particular important property of the cutting fluid, that means fifth property of the cutting fluid is that particular cutting fluid should be non-poisonous. Otherwise, the operator health may be affected severely at any time. So this particular one is the low viscosity. So already we know during the which topic we are supposed to go through the viscosity in this particular subject, thermal engineering, or in the IC engines, or in the fuels and lubricants lab, we are supposed to go through this particular term, viscosity. What is the meaning of viscosity? The tendency of a fluid layer, or the tendency of a layer of fluid to prevent the movement of the adjacent layer. So that what happens, if the particular one is having viscosity, means it is restricting the flow of the fluid particles. It is restricting the flow of the fluid particles. If the particular cutting fluid is having viscous tendency, the particular fluid or the particular liquid should not flow between the job and the cutting tool with the expected velocity or with the expected quantity. That means for flow, in order to admit the free flow of the cutting fluid, in order to admit the free flow of the cutting fluid between the job and tool, this particular property is very, very important. That means the low viscosity property causes for free flow of the cutting fluid between the job and cutting tool. Next one, this particular cutting fluid required important property, that is it prevent rusting of the machine and working surface. Suppose if the particular cutting fluid is having all the 6 properties, but it can't restrict the rust formation, then what happens? Always the job produced during the machining operation is to undergo for the rust. Once it undergoes rust, it requires so many secondary operations. So that's why the important property possessed by the cutting fluid is to prevent rusting of the work job and the machine components also. So that is the important one. That means to prevent rust formation both on machine and working surface, means on the job or on the work surface. So next property required or next property possessed by the cutting fluid is should not produce fog, smoke during the use. So whenever the particular liquid or whenever the particular cutting fluid is within that particular container, it is in the liquid. But whenever it is passing through the container, that means that particular volume or the cross-section area flow is decreases. So because of the reducing the cross-section area, there is some scope for changing its the properties or its shape or from its form. So that whether it may be liquid, or in the majority cases or in the most of the cases, the cutting fluids used is the liquid form only. So that what happens, the particular liquid flowing between the job and tool, it should passing in the same liquid form only. It should not cause to convert into either fog or into smoke shape. If it converted into fog or smoke, then it is not possible to visualize between the job and cutting tool by the operator. That means the important property required for this cutting fluid is it should not produce fog and smoke during the usage. Next important property, that is ninth property required for the cutting fluids, is it is suitable for variety of cutting operations. That means if a particular cutting fluid is used only for low temperature conditions, then suppose if the same cutting fluid is used at a high temperature condition, that means at a hard components, then the particular cutting fluid is not at all advisable. That means the cutting fluid is in such a way that it is suitable for all type of materials, not only all type of materials, for different types of jobs. Let us example thread cutting on a lathe machine, or internal holes of a that particular lathe machine, or that means slotting of over a slotted machine, any type of operation on any type of different machine or in any different types of materials. So that means the cutting fluid is supposed to suitable for different types of materials and different types of cutting operations. So that is one more important property required. Next one, should not discolor the finished workpiece. If the cutting fluid is caused to produce subcooling effect, that means in generally the room temperature is 25 to 30 degree, the cutting fluid should not cause to cool the temperature below to the room temperature or working temperature only. Suppose if we are using NH3 as the cutting fluid, it decreases the temperature. NH3 means ammonia. If ammonia is used as the cutting fluid, it causes to reduce the temperature of the job around 10 degrees centigrade. Whenever the temperature decreases to normal temperature or room temperature, once again it causes for first function. What is the first function? Maintain geometrical properties. So that means it should not decrease the, or it should not cause to cool the, to reduce the temperature below to the room temperature or working temperature of that particular end product of the finished product. So next one, 10th important property, it should be chemically stable. If it is not chemically not stable, means during the transportation it leads to accidents. So next one, it should impart anti-welding properties. So during the very first important introduction class itself, I explained to you what is that one. Welding is a dangerous phenomena between the tool and the chip, or between the job and the chip. So this particular one, it should have it should provide anti-welding properties. So at the same time, it required high flash point. Already we know the importance of flash point during the fluid and fuels and lubricants lab. Flash point, if it is having a very less flash point, immediately it leads to firing accident. That's why the cutting fluid should possess a flash point. And the important and last point, should not deteriorate in storage. And sometimes what happens, some liquids or some chemicals, whenever they are stored, in that particular one, what happens, they are deteriorate in storage. Deteriorate means their properties are changing or decreasing during that particular storage. This is third. It is the 10th important property required for the cutting fluids. So in the present class, we discuss about functions and properties of the cutting fluids. So the cutting fluid required to perform certain functions. In order to perform certain functions, it requires certain properties. So that is the topic discussed. And here one more important thing, one function may cause for to perform another function. If a particular function is not performed, it leads to non-performance of another function. So that's why, so total in general, the important for functions performed with the cutting fluids are 7, and for that it requires some important properties that are around 10. Okay, so in the today's class, the important topic that we are discussed, or what we learn in this, functions and the properties of the cutting fluids. In the next class, we discuss about types of cutting fluids with names like that one.